Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Christine. This is my very first video and today we will be sorting photo cards into my binders. I've always wanted to make these type of videos. I mean, I watch a lot of these on YouTube and so I thought I'd give it a try. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, thank you for joining me along today and clicking on this video. So let's just get straight into it. Alrighty, we're gonna start with my 17 collection first because I have the most cards for them and I do prioritize this collection the most out of all my collections. So this is my Mingyu binder and I do bias Mingyu in 17 as well as DK, but Mingyu at least I'm trying to. The goal is to have his entire photo card collection, like his whole thing. And so yeah, I have quite a few cards for him today. Nothing too crazy, but I do have a few. And yeah, so first I have this card, this teenage card, so pretty. I did join a group order for this, which, funny story with that, my group order manager, I think it was her first time hosting, or like she was fairly new to hosting, and she used a proxy for it, and the person she bought it from was really, I wouldn't say weird, but like just the communication was not communicating. Like, you know, this person, I think she bought it from, I don't know what country, but you know, the person was giving my group order manager a bit of trouble because at first she wouldn't give her a tracking number. And, you know, luckily my group order manager was very adamant and kind of, you know, was on her and being like, you know, where's the tracking number? Where's the tracking? So I feel like if it weren't for my group order manager, you know, like pushing this seller, maybe we wouldn't have gotten these cards, and that would have been very sad. So yeah, that's the thing too. I've only been collecting for a year and a half at this point, and I've only made a trading account, Instagram account, February of this year. So I'm learning a lot. I've only joined a group order. I only started joining in February. So I'm learning a lot with group orders already. And it's fun. It's so fun. But I'm also realizing at the same time, I'm quite impatient. Not quite, very. And that is part of the game. That is that. So I do understand. So, you know, that is on me because I'm being impatient. But yeah, I think my oldest group order, I am like it's still in the works, is I think my ateez I'm sorry, golden hour comeback. Yeah, and then that was in May. So, you know, I'm still waiting. Luckily, the first batch, my group order manager is sorting and trying to get everything, trying to pack everything. So I should have a few cards there. And then they have a second batch, which that's the hefty one. And then, you know what? I'll talk about that when I get into ateez later in the video. But yeah, group orders are fun though. I won't lie. It's really beneficial too, especially for 17, which they just, at the time of me recording this, they just announced their 12 mini album comeback, which is going to be in about a month or so at this point, and that's exciting. I do want to talk about Jonghan's enlistment announcement, so I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, look at this page real quick. So happy I finished that. So yeah, Face the Sun. So many, even in Ode 2, like why do they have so many versions and so many cards? Like that's just so sad. I mean, it's been fun collecting it, don't get me wrong, but it's just like it's a lot. It's yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, next we have this Aichi card, Japanese card. So yeah, at the moment I'm not really fussed about getting all his Japanese cards because honestly they're really hard to get and pretty pricey if you buy a Japanese version here in America. At least that's what I've noticed. And yeah, so, you know, I'm just gonna not worry about that collection for the most part. And then pops. So we have pops here in the back of the binder. I'm kind of thinking of what's it called, moving all his pobs along with other members' pobs into their own binder. I feel like just having one binder full of like benefits and exclusive cards, I think that would be really cool. Let me know what you think down below. I would love to know your feedback on that. And also if you have any like tips, feedback, what you want to see on this channel, let me know down below. It would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, now this card, first of all, holy poopy, I have been wanting this outfit and like this concept for ages. I mean, I've joined so many goes over the past few months and none of them have gone through, and so I finally caved in and just bought it on Mercari US for a pretty decent price. Like, I'm not mad about it. But yeah, I do still want the one where the flower's in his mouth and then where he's winking, and then especially DK's cards of this concept and like this outfit that he's in, because they're just too cute, where he's like on the floor in one of them and the other flower, and then he's doing like a cheek heart, like someone's holding the flower, by the way, in one of the pops. I don't, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, I'm just glad I have finally acquired like this version of pop of his. It's just too pretty. It's so pretty. And I love like nature cards, not just with 17, but like in terms of other idols, where if they're like outside in nature, I love it. I just think it's so cool, rather than like a background in a building, you know, in a set. So yeah, I also have my DK and some 17 pops here. I decided to like put them together. I don't know why, but like I said a few minutes ago, I think I will change that and just what's it called, put them all in a binder together. So stay tuned to see what I decide to do. But yeah, I have this DK Weaver Shop 17 is right here, and then I have this very cute Junie, like with the duck in the back, like, oh, or is it a duck or is it a bird? Either way, it's cute, and I joined a go for this, fairly cheap, and I just could not resist. I mean, it's a lot of June's pops are so cute, honestly. But yeah, that is this binder. So this is where the rest of 17 are. I only have 2 cards for this binder today. So yeah, I do have this DK Teenage. It's the same group order I joined with that Mingyu one earlier. And so yeah, again, shout out to my group order manager for being annoying to that seller, because if she hadn't done that, I really don't think that seller would have sent it out. I don't know, because like, what do you mean you don't have a tracking number, but yet you said you sent it out? Yeah, that was a bit, I got scared, I won't lie, I got scared, because I was like, oh no, I need those cards, and I especially need this card, because this is what I claimed and I had to have it. The moment I learned, or the moment I saw this as a card, like, I knew I had to have it, and so I got it. Just so glad I have it now. Very exciting, so pretty. Like, look at the hair, look at the pose, the flower in the mouth. You're joking. And also June has a lot of cards where he has flowers, and I kind of want to collect all of that, because currently, or at least I'm trying to. Again, big emphasis on the try, you know, on try, and just know that I am trying. But I'm committing to it. But I am, what's it called? I want to collect all of Woozy's Uahe photo cards. I mean, I only have 3 at the moment, but yeah, I want to try and do that. And also, I'm not going to flip through with the rest of them because it's really unorganized, so I do apologize for that. Maybe the next video you'll get a proper flip through. But yeah, that's my 17 collection for today. Now on to my ateez collection. I only collect Hongjung for ateez just because I'm collecting so much. I feel like it's just gonna be a nightmare if I decide to do like OT8 or something like that, because the one thing about ateez is that they have a lot of cards. A ton. So much. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm slowly working on my Hongjun collection. Fun fact, this is the group that got me into ateez, so they do, you know, have a special place in my heart, I won't lie. And they're also another alt of mine. But yeah, I recently went to their Towards the Light tour in LA, and holy poopy, so good, so good. Yes, that was my first time seeing them. And they were just too good. The set list was amazing too. I was very emotional. And yeah, I can't wait till they come back. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't wait till they come back. And also, at the time of me recording, they were supposed to perform at Waterbomb LA. But apparently Waterbomb postponed, or was it just canceled completely? I don't even know. Let me know, because I'm not sure. I think they canceled it. No? But yeah, that was a nightmare. Just seeing all of that unravel, you know, with the pricing and the fact that they were gonna host it at a, what was it? Like a stadium? Like there were seats, you know, and from my understanding, I know Waterbomb, you stand up. Like it's like a Coachella vibe, you know what I mean? Where you're just standing. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how that's what they did for LA, because I know they do Waterbomb in other countries too, right? So what was the reason? I don't know, but luckily ateez doesn't have to perform there now, because honestly that was a bit wild. So, and the boys need a rest. They literally need a rest. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I have spin-off cards here. I have these two. I will say, I did join, oh, did I say that already? But I joined the party when spin-off dropped. So yeah, for the most part, I'm trying to back collect now, because I didn't really take photocard collecting seriously until Will era. So yeah, I've just been back collecting for Hongjung at the moment. That's kind of what I'm prioritizing. But yeah, besides back collecting, I'm also prioritizing pobs, because yeah, they release so many pobs, and all Hongjung's pobs, in my opinion, are just too adorable, and I just cannot pass a Hongjung card. And so yeah, I have him in the back here, right here. I do have this Outlaw K Monster pob, which it's so pretty. Like, look at that. Oh. It'll join this one right here. So pretty. Now, this card right here has been like a major ISO for me, like the highest ISO for Hongjung lately. But not anymore, because I got it. I finally found a trade for this, and I did have to give up a Yosang and Yuno photo card or album card, because what I've learned too is, like, of course, when you trade for a pub, it's like different value. So, you know, a pub is more higher than an album card. So if you want to trade for that pub, you would have to give 2 album cards or however much, right? So that was also another thing I had to learn. But for me personally, I don't really care what we trade for. Like, of course, I wouldn't trade a concept for a selfie, right? But if you're talking like you want an album card in a pub, I mean, would do like 2 for 1. But in terms of like album version to a different album version, I'm not that picky about it. If we're talking like for 17, a carat version card and an album card, like a normal album, like I don't mind trading, because honestly it's the same thing in my eyes. Like, they're all album cards. But yeah, because I know some people I've encountered with lately are kind of picky with it, like super strict about it. And so yeah, I just wanted to say that because it's so interesting and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. I really am. But yeah, now we're on to golden hour pops, which look, I I have 3 pages worth now, and I didn't realize how many group orders I joined until I saw this, or after I set it up, and I was a bit shocked, I won't lie. But it's funny because ateez are still releasing stuff, right? So it's just crazy how much they pump out, how many, like, so many. But still grateful otherwise, because honestly these are really beautiful. So I got these 2 from Cards. Oh, and then I have this summer photo book PC from this year's summer photo book. And yeah, that's all I have for ateez. I guess I'll just do a little flip through. Oh, this is also cool, by the way. This is my first time getting a zone, or just like Photocards at a concert, where they do like it's like a lucky draw system, right? You don't know what you're getting. So like, I thought this was cool. I ended up trading for Hyungline, because yeah, I just thought that would be cool to have, since they give you 2. So that's exciting. But yeah, for the most part, I don't really collect much for the rest of the group. But yeah, that's my ateez binder. Now on to my next binder. Alright, we have my 5th gen binder, as I call it, because I have riize and 2us in here. So yeah, those are the 5th gen groups that I really love, especially riize. They are like my children. It's kind of weird to say. I am older than all of them, which is quite scary. I stand them since pre-debut, or since they announced them, right? So it's been nice to see them grow and to see where they are now. And then right now they just had their Seoul finale for Rising Day. And yeah, I've seen the clips. Very sad because, you know, some of them were crying, and I was just like, oh, you guys did so well. So yeah, I do bias Unsuk in riize, by the way. I literally only have 1 card for them. Or for him, actually. I just have this card. His baby photo one. Yes, I wanted it. I know. Yeah. I don't know, I just had to. When I saw it, I was like, this is so adorable. And the fact that it's a trading card, like, I also want Sohees, because I do kind of collect. I've kind of given up on collecting Sohee, honestly, or any other member at this point, because riize is also very difficult to collect. And it's just, oh, it's a lot. And then they're an SM group, so the way they just pump out stuff every time too. Like KQ and SM love to just drop so many stuff, especially SM. It's even harder to collect for SM because they only give you like 1 photo card in an album, right? And then with the merch and stuff, it's just a lot, you know? It's a lot. But yeah, now we have 2us, and I only have 1 card as well. I do bias Youngjae, and I do collect Dohoon and Kyungmin, and then I've recently decided I want to collect Shinyu as well, because the thing, ever since they debuted, I've only pulled Shinyu cards, which is crazy, very crazy. I've since then given them up, but then I've since then collected them back. Because I was like, oh wait, but I want to collect him now too, because I'm starting to, you know, it's just do you guys ever have that where it's like, you don't think you want this card, but then later on you realize you do want it, so you get it back, or like you buy it back, or you try to trade it back with someone else, of course. But yeah, I just have this fan sign card for Youngjae. Honestly, Summer Beat was a great comeback. I loved red hair Youngjae. He's no longer red at the moment, so, you know, RIP red hair. But he looked so good, very good. Honestly, I don't know if any Psy out there that also are a carrot. Is it just me, or does Young Jae remind you, like, Young Jae to me personally is like a mixture of Mingyu, DK, and June. Is that just me? Let me know if you agree. Because yeah, like, if you watch their content, To Us Club, like, it's just so, he's just so Mingyu, DK, and June coded. It's actually ridiculous. But yeah, and then I just so happen to also bias him, so I think that says a lot about me, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's my 5th gen binder. So for the last binder for today, I have my NCT binder. I only collect 127. I used to collect Geno from Dream since he is my bias in Dream. But I since then stopped and then downsized his collection quite greatly. And then I bias Xiaojun in Wavy, but I don't collect Wavy at all either. So it's just 127 now. In 127, I do bias Johnny and Jaehyun, so I do collect them both. For these guys, it's more like whatever looks pretty, I'll get it. But I am trying, so ever since AO, I have been trying to at least finish an era, especially for Johnny. And yeah, in terms of back collecting, I'm not that bothered with it. But moving forward, I do want to collect all their cards for like other comebacks they have, if that makes sense. But yeah, for today, I have this Johnny Universe jewel case PC, which I actually traded for, or I traded my Seungchan, which I did have before. But yeah, I've been wanting this Johnny for quite a while, I also want his other Universe card, where he's wearing that blue sweater thingy, and I should have, I don't know. I'll get it at some point for sure. But I'm not too fussed either at the same time. But yeah, now we have his walk cards, which I'm almost done with. Like, I think I'm only missing poster version, I think. Yeah, and the ID, the crew card ID, which comes with the poster album. So maybe I need to buy a copy at some point, but again, I'm not too fussed. I'm not in a rush either, so yeah. I have this. And the thing about Walk era, I will say, this was Johnny's era, 100%. And he killed this era because it was his era. I don't know how to explain it, but it just was. And it's so exciting. Because I can tell that he enjoyed this comeback a lot. And I do want to talk about Mr. You Know Who, if you heard the news lately. But yeah, he was in my bias line, I will admit. It was Johnny, Jaehyun, and him. And you know, when the news dropped, I upset, right? Angry, but you know, all we can do is support the victims, or victim. I don't know how many there are. But yeah, I just, it's so unfortunate, and I can't help but feel, because that happened also when Jaehyun just dropped his solo, which that was also a thing too, where, you know, I feel upset that his time to shine, like, it's being ruined, right? If that makes sense. But you know, other than that, I just wish 127 the best, because they have been through a lot. Honestly, they have been through a lot, and I just hope that they're okay, which I'm sure they are, right? But yeah, it's just tough lately, so yeah, it's just very unfortunate. So I have these pops for Johnny. I have I think one more fan sign two more that I'm still waiting for, that I joined goes for. But yeah, Johnny's pops this era was super cute. There were too many that I wanted, but I had to slow down a bit, because if I get everything, it's just gonna be a lot. But yeah, So cute. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so on to Jaehyun's cards. So yeah, I don't really back collect Jaehyun either. I don't collect Jaehyun like that really. But I do want to finish his perfume cards. And like this has been so hard to collect, like Dojaejang. I wish Dojaejang has a comeback at some point soon. I think like that would be really fun to have again, to have another comeback for Dojaejang. But yeah, I don't have any walk cards for Jaehyun today. I only have this and a pop, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, I only have this. So yeah, I don't, where should I put this? Oh, I think I should put it here. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Junghan's enlistment, by the way. So I'm gonna talk about that right now. First of all, sad. Because the timing of it all is just, it threw me off completely as well. Because honestly, I thought that we had more time at least. Because I know when they announced Junghan and June not being at the tour or participating for their next comeback, right? Like, that was, I knew that was going to be in October. So I had a feeling that Junghan may leave like first week of October, or like the very least like at the very end of September, maybe like the 29th or the 30th. But turns out no, he's leaving on the 26th, which it's sooner, but I'm not surprised either. I'm just sad because literally right after they announced his enlistment date, they announced the album release, and it just feels weird. It feels weird. But all I can do is just hope that he has a healthy and safe duty enlistment, and I wish him all the luck, of course. Even with June not being at the tour, this coming tour, I just hope that people can support him. That's all I wish for, because honestly, he's doing big things. Like, think about it, he landed not a role, I think it's like a reality TV or like a game show thing, I think, that June is doing for a while. And he's gonna be like an actual like panelist, I think. I may be wrong. If any carrots know exactly what he's doing, let me know. But yeah, like it's just crazy how everything's happening so fast and everything's changing, you know. But all I can do is just support them, really, and just wait, really. So yeah, now I have Jaehyun's solo, which I I told myself I need to have everything, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes. I must have his entire collection for this era, because it's his solo and the album is so good. So personally, I just love this album because besides K-pop, I love R&B, I love jazz, I love soul music, and this album was literally just that. And I know Jaehyun likes his R&B, so the fact that he really incorporated it well into this album, like, I'm just so proud of him. Like, he killed it. It's so good. It's also very much me, and I resonate with it because it hits the spot for me. Is that just me? Do you guys feel that too? But yeah, that is Jaehyun solo, and I have this Apple Music pub. I think I'll put it here. I did order 2 albums for this, or 2 photo books at the shop the K-pop shop I usually go to, and they only had this pub, and they ran out of this one. So luckily I was able to find a trade. But yeah, that is my entire sorting photo cards. Sorting? Oh my god, I just realized I think I said sorting this entire time. It should be storing. Alrighty, so that is my entire storing photo cards video for you today. Thank you for watching, of course, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a like, subscribe while you're at it, and leave a comment down below what you want to see next, what you want to see in the near future for this channel. And if you have any feedback, tips, tricks, anything like that, I don't know why I said tricks, but if you want to just leave anything down below, feel free to do so. And feel free to check out my Instagram because I am active over there. And if you ever want to talk about K-pop or trade with me, feel free to do so. My DMs are open. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.